Hello, and welcome for the first time in a long time to one of my historic watch-alongs. It's been, well, since February was the last one I did, and yeah, today we're going to celebrate the 10-year anniversary of NXT TakeOver Fatal 4-Way, only the second NXT TakeOver event. Yeah, it's its 10th anniversary today, and this is honestly just a little bit before I got into NXT. This era is before my time, so I'm not sure if I've ever watched everything from this show. I've probably seen bits and pieces, but this might be my first time watching it. Now, I must let you know before you get your hopes up, because people do and people get angry in the comments. I won't be showing this show on screen for its entirety, because copyright law is a thing, guys. So yeah, you're gonna have to fire up your own version of the WWE Network or Peacock or whatever it is that is your version of the WWE Network, and just fire up NXT TakeOver Fatal 4-Way, and then we're going to count down and press play together, and I'm going to let the first 5 or so seconds play out so you can make sure you're synchronized enough for your satisfaction, and then it's just going to fade out to a still screen, no sound from the event, just me talking. So yeah, this video is going to be pretty odd if you don't watch the show along with it on a different device or screen. So yeah, I'll let you pause this video. Get yourself set up. So get to this screen where it's on 0000, and you're ready to click play, basically. And since you're able to pause the YouTube video while you do that, I'm just going to assume everyone's done that now. So the next thing we're going to do is start the video. I'm going to count down 3, 2, 1. Then hopefully you're going to hear a click, which is my pad, me pressing play as I'm watching this on my PlayStation. But if not, that's fine. Just watch the screen for the first 5 seconds and make sure you're synced up. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Alright. So fireworks, fireworks, fireworks. Let's keep the timer on screen, Andre, and it should be gone now. Oh, okay. We've got this. Wow, we've got like an invasion, or one could say a takeover effect of the then, now, forever. That's pretty cool. The future starts now. Look at Pac, Adrian Neville, indeed. Tyler Breeze, Sami Zayn, Tyson Kidd. By the way, this main event, I don't remember if I've watched it or not. I don't recall it, but it excites me. Look at this era of NXT. Charlotte Flair, Sasha Banks, Bayley. Oh my god. I'm really looking forward to this. I don't think I've ever seen this before. Certainly not in full. Hi, Brandy. Is that Brandy Rhodes on the call? Hell yeah. Or is that just assigned to his, like, wife or something? Lucha, lucha, lucha. The tradition started early, kicking off with a tag team match. Have they just always done that? How many NXT takeovers or NXT PLEs have they just not started with a tag match, I wonder? That's such a cool entrance. That is some camera work. That's such a cool entrance. Man, I might have to make a short just of that entrance. And just be like, they had the coolest entrance. Carlisto! Oh yeah, they're gonna give us backstory. Oh, there's a tournament. Blake and Murphy. Did they have Alexa Bliss at this stage, or was this even before that? Sami Zayn and Adam Rose were a team. Since when? The Vaudevillains! Oh my god, I used to love the Vaudevillains. What a cool gimmick. Like, I really liked the Vaudevillains gimmick. Shout out to Matthew Raywald, or Aiden English as he was in WWE. I've played video games with him. I think, well, I say video games, that's a loose term, like Jackbox and stuff on his stream, and he seemed to enjoy what I brought to the table. I unfortunately don't get to go to his streams anymore because of time. Oh, is it, what they called? Is it the Ascension? Conor and Victor? Yeah, it is. Oh, and it's those, is it the asymmetrical tag belts where one's half black on the left and one's half black on the right? I love that design, I'm not going to lie. Because it felt a bit like the black bit sort of symbolizes like an empty gap, and between them they kind of made one hole. Obviously a bit more because they both have the NXT logo, but they make like one hole, so it emphasizes the team. Give us a good shot of the belts. Are they asymmetrical? Or have I just like Mandela affected that? I can't really tell from that shot. But I distinctly recall liking that about them, so I'm going to stick with it until I'm proven wrong. Right, so that one's got the black on the T side, I think. Show us the other one. Maybe when the ref holds them up. Come on, ref. Hold them up for me. Oh, no, the NXT's vertical. Okay, I can't see nothing on that view, clearly. Right, come on, show me. Is it one on each side? I didn't get time to process it. Goddamn ADHD. And I can't pause it because you guys are watching in time with me. It's fine. It's fine. Someone let me know in the comments. Okay, so Ascension versus Lucha Bros. No, not Lucha Bros. Lucha Dragons. Lucha Bros is different. I can't... Do you know the thing that gets me is that this is the second ever NXT TakeOver. So essentially NXT as we know it, as like a proper brand with its proper like big events and what have you, and its reputation, is only 10 years old. It feels like the history is longer to me when you consider all the Undisputed Era stuff, all the DIY stuff, like them teaming and then feuding and what have you, the revival being there. It all feels so long ago, but it all, literally everything, including everything before that, Kevin Owens' debut and everything like that. It's oh, bye Felicia. It's all in the last 10 years. It's kind of crazy. Like, Kevin Owens feels like he's been in WWE forever, right? For starters, he's not even debuted yet, as far as I'm aware. Oh, right into apron. This crowd is lively. Love it. I love it. I love it, Maggle. Speaking of that, and I know it's kind of off track, but you know, I have to try and keep talking throughout this video. So when there's not the most interesting action going on, like we're going to see some standard heel team beat down one of the babyfaces stuff for a bit here. Speaking of I love it, Maggle, what do we all make of JBL, or as they call him, just John Layfield, showing up in TNA? That's weird, right? And he's been all over the Indies. He's been to like an event in Mexico. He's been to, I know that's not Indies, but like that was a separate example. But he's been to like GCW. I don't know what's going on with the JBL World Tour of wrestling, but I'm curious. Even if I'm not the biggest JBL fan, it's still got my interest. Just because he's obviously not the sort of guy who needs to do it for the money, you know. So, like, and he's never backed into doing it before, so I'm just curious what the deal is. Speaking of TNA, is it Connor? Yeah, because he's called Con now. He's in TNA, isn't he? That guy in the background. He's there at the moment, right? Too cool. Too cool we're in this tournament. Well, no, we're in NXT at this era. That's crazy. What's Mystico, aka Sin Cara, doing now? This is Mystico Sin Cara, right? Not Unico Sin Cara. I think so. I think the tattoo's the giveaway, right? I think that's a Mystico tattoo. Didn't Kalisto go to TNA for a bit? It'd be quite a cool moment, you know, if during this NXT TNA crossover event thing they have, if Con showed up and then, like, even if it was short term, because I don't know what the deal is with why they were released, but bring back Victor, because the Ascension were, like, pretty dominant in NXT, and it'd be fun to let them have another run, even if it's only kind of to put over a new team eventually. It'd be pretty cool. By the way, I've not watched last night's NXT at time of recording this, so if I'm talking about stuff and something I say is out of date, I highly doubt the Ascension returned last night, put it that way. But if I do mention something from NXT present day and it's outdated because it changed last night, my apologies. But I'm almost caught up. I think I've got this week's Raw and this week's NXT to watch, and then I'm caught up. So I'm almost there in my operation get caught up with all wrestling. I'm up to date with AEW at the moment, and I'm up to date with TNA because I watched last week's yesterday. So yeah, operation get up to date with wrestling is almost complete. And I'm up to date with TNA just in time for Victory Road coming up, so I can do my predictions on this channel. Subscribe if you'd like to see more content, by the way, which includes predictions for shows, reviews of shows, watch-alongs, silly shorts. They're doing quite well at the moment, some of them. Sometimes some gaming stuff on wrestling games. I was going to say WWE games, but just wrestling games. That was pretty cool. But he still got the tag, okay. That was a cool way to get to the hot tag. It was a cool way to try and prevent it, and then a cool way to eventually get to it. And here comes Kalisto. Whee! Nice. I gotta ask, like, some expert physicians sometimes, does spinning loads in the air actually add extra impact? Oh my god, that didn't go well. He landed right on his balls. That's a big man to be landing on a small man's balls like that. Yeah, you do have to slow down now. You've had Victor land on your nuts. That's cool. Hold the ropes open whilst lying down. Yeah, what was I in the middle of saying? Oh yeah, I wonder if there's any like actual physicsy merit to there's more impact to like a 450 splash than just a straight up splash, or there's more impact to like doing a double spin like Kalisto just did than just a normal crossbody. Like because are you like technically accelerating differently, I guess? Oh. Almost landed on his feet. Bit of lucha. Kalisto's had time to recover his testicles now. Nice. Oh. Didn't work though, did it? I think a team like the Ascension work really well against like a team like the Lucha Dragons. I think like you know, like being the sort of big nasty foils to the entertaining speedy flippy guys. Bye. Misty go, am I right? Oh. Here we go. Salida del Sol, that's it, right? One. Yeah, that's it. Not even a false finish. Good opener. Definitely not like the greatest tag team opener in NXT history. But a fun match nonetheless. Definitely a fun first match. How many matches on this card? I'm going to guess it's like 5. Because that's like Triple H's magic number. And I approve, by the way. I love the number 5. Like, let's have all pay-per-view or PLE cards have 5 or 10 matches on them, please. That will please my I want to say OCD, but I don't think it's OCD. I think it's autism. I don't know. I'm in the process of getting diagnosed, so we'll see. But yeah, it's something along those lines. It genuinely bothers me when a number isn't one of them. Oh, that's how he did it. I didn't even notice he did it with his feet. With his little feet. He tried. He tried to land on his feet, but was just like flung too hard, I guess. Boom. See, like, stuff like that is a nice, like, that's when, like, the conflict of styles looks really nice. When it's like, you know, something highly flippy, land on your feet, and then just bam, take the head off with a clothesline. New tag champions. What a way to start the watch along. They got a CCC chant, yes. Oh, of course, this is like not quite the height of the yes movement because WrestleMania 30 has been and gone now, but close. Oh, who's this? Is that Vinay? It is. Young Vinay. Nice. Yeah, I mean every day you are. Get the tagline in. I'm gonna say, basic as it was, Sin Cara's promo there was great. Like, just genuine, like, excitement and enjoyment. Look at these baby faces. Tom Phillips, of course, now with TNA as Tom Hannifan, and Byron Saxton still with WWE as backstage guy on SmackDown, right? I was just thinking I was being a bit insensitive talking over the September the 11th thing, and then the crowd in the background just going, "Whoa!" Who says that? Who says Pac / Adrian Neville doesn't deserve to be like an absolute megastar? Because they do not understand pro wrestling. Yeah, this is September. That's decent. Is this where Sammy wins the title? I actually don't know. I keep wanting to call him Pac, but for the duration of this video, I'm going to try to call him Neville as best I can. He's insane in terms of body control. Like, it's not so much that gravity forgot him, it's that he owns gravity. He gets to choose how quickly or slowly he falls and how many times he wants to rotate in that time. It's insane. By the way, the talent in this four-way, insane. When you consider, and again, I'm going to use his name one more time just to put emphasis on it in present day terms, but you've got Pac, Sami Zayn, Tyler Breeze was amazing. Who remembers his match against Jushin Thunder Liger? Like, incredible stuff. And then Tyson Kidd. If you don't remember how good Tyson Kidd was because you've never seen him because he's been retired for so long, oh my god, go back and watch some stuff. Like, that main event is going to be insane. Alright, what's happening now? Oh, it's Juice! What was his name in NXT? That's it, CJ Parker. Yeah, if you don't immediately recognize him, that's Juice Robinson of New Japan, Bullet Club, now AEW, Bang Bang Gang. That's Juice. This roster's stacked. Stacked. Baron Corbin's there with the hairline. My dude. Baron Corbin getting the jobber entrance. I don't feel like he's going to job here, though. In fact, I almost feel like he's going to win. Why did he get the jobber entrance? Or maybe I'm going back too far. Maybe Baron Corbin wasn't winning yet. Who is? CJ Parker? He does not have a Hot Topic vibe. Is that Renee on commentary, by the way? The female voice. The only people I can think of that it could be is Renee and Beth Phoenix, and it doesn't sound like Beth, and also, I'm pretty sure it's too long ago for it to have been Beth. I feel like that was more recent. I feel like that was like proper black and gold, like my era. End of days. Okay, yeah, I was right. He's not here to job. CJ is. Jeez. Poor Juice? What? That doesn't even make sense. I don't think he's almost 7 feet tall, is he? I think he's tall, but I think he's probably like 6'6" or something. That's quite a way off. That's quite a way off 7 feet. So did this not even have a name? Yeah, Baron Corbin's brand new if they're not even calling it End of Days. Why is she taking the mick out of him for being environmentally conscious so much? One more look at the one move in the wrestling match. He got a gut. Nice R-Truth reference, I'm always here for that. Thank you, Baron. Was CJ Parker a heel? Was he like a Daniel Bryan-esque environmental heel? Opinion. Oh, definite opinion. Oh, so the plot twist is he was talking about himself all the time. Very good. I know that's his gimmick, but most of the things he stated were opinions there. Look at Natty 10 years ago. Look at, like, Tyson Kidd I consider quite a small dude by wrestler standards. In fact, probably, like, height-wise, I mean. Probably by just, like, average man standards. He's pretty tall compared with Natty. I didn't realise Natty was small. We've got a hair versus hair match on this show. It is Brandy, isn't it? Is that Brandy? Give us a good shot of Brandy Rhodes, please. Hello? Or whatever her name was at the time. I do not recall you at all. I don't recall either of you human beings. He's got a French flag and his music's got Sylvester Lefort. And his mate's got the most stereotypically French shirt on I've ever seen. Enzo Cass and Carmella. Cass. Oh. Oh. I know it's just like a joke. It's not really like hair removal stuff, but that's just mean to the dog. I don't think that's how hair removal cream works. Maybe it is. I don't know. I'm not a hair scientist. Soft. I loved these guys back in the day. I forgot all about the music though. Got a bucket full of cum. Cass was busy last night. The crowd don't quite get it yet. This got huge. No Carmella. I don't remember Cass doing the "How You Doing." Feel like they dropped that. That's some hair that Enzo's putting on the line, isn't it? In the mouch. A what? A bob. A papador. I feel like they were getting over, but they hadn't quite hit those dizzy heights of popularity yet. the Swaft thing is working, but I remember a bit after this, them coming out, and when Enzo did his entire promo, the crowd would do it all along with him very loudly. So we're not quite at that stage yet, but we're getting there. And it's a nice little callback. I've not seen that shtick in, like, probably most of the last decade. Like, when did Enzo do the 205 thing and then get released? Like, it's a good while ago. It was a January, and it was pre-pandemic, so I don't think it was 2020, so it was at least 5 years ago. And that's when he was released. So, like, it might be more, it might be 6, 7, I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you remember when Enzo got released. But that is some hair with the leopard print. I love that. Why is he going, oh, I'm so close, he only got a 1 count. What you on about? So Byron Saxton's the heel commentator. Ugh. Okay. By some distance. Imagine if Byron was in a hair versus hair match. Did Renee just imply that bald men can't pull the ladies? Because I hate to break it to you, Renee, but look at your husband now. Well, I'm going to make an assumption that I know who wins this match. Because I think I'd remember bald Enzo Amore. I genuinely don't remember this Sylvester Lafort guy. Is this like the peak of what he did? Oh, like, let me know in the comments if there's anything else you remember from this guy, because I genuinely don't. His freedom. What? Yeah, that doesn't even make sense. I'm not sure I believe that, but I'm happy to be proven wrong. Feel like they were just paired up in NXT. Guarantee Cass was better at basketball than Enzo. Because he's like twice his height. The French are shallow. Got it. Thanks, Byron Saxton. All of them. Every single one of them. All 60 million or whatever there is. Unpopular opinion, I think, for a Brit, but I like the French. I like the French because every time the government over there does something that they as a nation don't approve of to try and screw them over, they just riot. They just set the country on fire, and then the government are like, okay, you know what, our bad, never mind. Like, and I love it. I'm like, yeah, take back the power to the people, do it, go France. But the stereotype is certainly like arrogant, full of themselves. Like, look at the La Resistance. They were the same, weren't they? Same basic gimmick. You're only French garçon? You're only French boy? Like, Cass, go and deal with him. This match has gone on plenty long enough now. I've just realised that it's Super Tan racist ref. Glad we don't see him anymore. Sorry, allegedly racist ref. We don't know he's racist. We just know he's a Trump rally, January 6th kind of guy. Which comes with certain assumptions, doesn't it? There we go. I was just saying the match has been long enough, and Enzo heard me. Thank you, Enzo. No, God, no. No, that was plenty good enough at one fall. And when I say good enough, I mean long enough. No. This is a very emotional moment. Oh, to the chair. I was like, what are they chanting? I thought it sounded like use the chair. And I was like, no one's got a chair, my guys, but it's to the chair. Okay. I understand the chant now. I was about to Google Sylvester Lafort, but I think I've left my phone in the other room, so guess I'm not doing. Guess I'm not doing. Devon, get the bucket. Marcus. I was going to say his nameless Frenchman. Oh, they're going to shave his mate instead? Let me know in the comments, does Sylvester ever get shaved? Oh my god! I think Cash just kicked his hair off. Oh, I just did that joke. Nice. I mean, there's not a lot of hair showing apart from on his head. So later in the show, I expect to see him, but with a cue ball. So they advertised the hair versus hair match, and what it was actually was a dump a bucket of cum on someone's head match. Cash, you gotta learn to write backwards, my dude. That said soft from your perspective, but not from ours. Okay, so that's my pick for potentially I'm not gonna say worst. I feel like that's harsh. The least good match in TakeOver history. Can anyone like beat that? Like, that match was quite uninspiring, I would say. I think the CJ Parker Baron Corbin one is automatically better by default because it was just so short. Like, can't really be that bad when it only takes, like, a couple of minutes of your life. It just can't be that bad. I'm not saying the match was bad, it just wasn't that good. And TakeOver matches have quite a high standard. Wow. You've had a pretty boring life. The best moment of my life was watching a bucket of cum dropped over some French guy's head. Actually, that's, now I say it, it's pretty funny if you were there. Ugo, Hobbit. Not his husband. I really like the old Tyler Breeze gimmick from NXT. It's great. Hey up, can we spot anyone we know? I actually don't think I recognise any of them. I wish I recognised her though. Sheesh. So it is Renee on the call. This is an awful commentator team. Like, Tom Phillips is fine, I guess, but he's not that good that he can carry this. A heel Byron Saxton, and honestly, Renee's been pretty hard to listen to. I think she did, once she on the Raw announce team for a bit, and I think she did better there. I've not been enjoying her on this. They always hold that camera a bit too long. Nope. Gravity. That'll put butts in seats. Is that still available? I'd love to watch that. I bet that's a really good documentary. Oh, it's not Brandy, it's JoJo. Big Willie Reegs! Yes! With his super evil music. It's the most evil entrance music ever, isn't it? It's so sinister. It's like, I'm a bad guy. I am evil. You can hear it, right? Oh, shout out to JoJo. Hope she's doing okay, and the kids. Damn right. Damn right, crowd. True. Is this Shinsuke? Oh, it's Kenta. It's Hideo Itami. Oh, what a waste Hideo Itami was. What a shame it went how it did. Kenta's unreal, and did he just? I think he just got unlucky with injuries and stuff. Such a shame he got announced by Hulk Hogan as well. Like unequivocally, sorry, screw that guy. Woohoo! I don't swear on my videos usually, but Hulk Hogan brings something out of me. Piece of trash. I love Kenta. I have a Go to Sleep Club shirt. Do I have another Kenta shirt? I feel like I might have to. I'm sad. They made a big deal about calling him Kenta and then changed his name. I'm sad they changed his name, and I'm sad it didn't like work out the same as it should have. But also, wouldn't have had that incredible little heel run at the start of 2020 before the pandemic, back in New Japan, like where he was the most hated man in all of Japan. Like Japanese crowds are so respectful, and they were just booing the hell out of Kenta. Like there was no respect there, and it was beautiful. So I don't know. It's bittersweet that it didn't work out. What? Okay, that's him announcing his new name, obviously. Little cheap plug. It's well known that I don't speak Japanese. I have a series about it on PokeBeza. That's such a golf clap. Everyone's like, no, we just want Kenta. Yeah, I wish. I wish he'd been NXT champion at some point. Hello? Who's this? Oh, I thought it was their music, but I was like, they've already been here, and also there's two guys. What? Go on, Big Billy Weegs. I can't speak. Let's go, Kenta. Honestly, screw the name Hideo Itami. That's Kenta, my guys. Don't call him that. Ascension having a bad time. God, there was so much. What even happened with Kenta / Hideo Itami? Like, I don't even really remember. I remember there being some injuries. Was that basically it? Just he couldn't get any momentum because he kept getting injured or something? Like, remind me in the comments. I genuinely can't remember, like, what stopped him. Because it's Kenta, guys. Like, how do you screw up having Kenta? No, I'm good, thanks. By the way, this show, 2 hours long, just under. It's a nice length. That's a nice length for I think part of what I like about it being that length is the fact that I'm recording this at the very last minute, so it shortens my recording time, it shortens my rendering time, and my upload time. It means I'm more likely to get it on time. Is that Bull Dempsey? Yeah, and Mojo Rawley, who now has long hair and just took out Sean Ross Sapp on an indie show, by the way, which is wild. Oh, they were partners. So is this before or after Bull did that 299 and 3/4 pounds gimmick? That was Bull, right? And then Bull Fit. Oh, that was like the same gimmick, right? I feel like that's part of his music rather than the actual live audience doing it, because that was far too well organised for for a crowd of wrestling fans to do the timing right. So what's this, the 4th match? So this is going to be a 6-match card, isn't it? Because there's the women's title match as well. Boo! I mean, we can just say that the Corbin CJ Parker match was just an angle, right? I stay hype. Mojo Rawley's gimmick was just ADHD, wasn't it? Okay, this is how you start a match, yeah. I feel like we're here for a good time, not a long time with this match, and they're getting their stuff in. I like it. Here we go, yeah, just fight. Bull's not exactly selling a lot for Mojo. We want who? Or what? I don't know who or what they were chanting for, though. No, that's TNA, love. You got the wrong show. I mean, they're working together now, so Renee, oh, what was her name in WWE? It's Renee Paquette, like, is her name. I mean, I guess it's Renee Good now, because she's married to John Good, John Moxley. But, like, Renee, I've forgotten what name they gave her. Young, Renee Young. Oh, we really were here for a good time, not a long time. Excellent. I like that. I think those sort of matches are impactful. I think if you add those two together, they count as one, this one and the Baron Corbin match. And I think then it being a 6-match card is fine. It's actually a 4 and 2 halves match card, which is 5. Oh, I see where Bronson Reed got the gimmick from. But with splashes instead of headbutts. And with a lot more of them, to be fair. But yeah, Renee Young ahead of the game there, calling out Impact on NXT. Long-term storytelling, guys. Okay. Wow, a bit of blood. We got Claret. I think this was pre-Bullfit, you know? Oh, they could be right there off camera. Oh. I want to see LaFont bald. I'm not going to lie. I mean... Oh, they did a deliberately bad job of shaving him. That's amazing. Why would you just not shave the rest? Why would you walk around with a towel on when you could just shave the rest? I still don't know who those two guys are, though. By the way, since Renee just said it, bang's my least favourite Americanized word for anything. Makes no sense. Bald. That's not how you spell it, Byron. Very fun. Swing and a miss. His face is amazing, to be fair. If anyone would have any idea who he is, that would be a great thumbnail. He doesn't have to walk around with that on his head. He can just shave the rest. My goodness. I love how Enzo just high-fived the kid that was offering high-fives, and then high-fived the arm of the kid next to her who was not bothered at all. 11 reasons why you should be excited for the future of WWE. Oh, wait, they're still calling Prince Devitt. Finn Balor's not even, like, shown up yet. That's crazy. First of our 2 main events. There's no such thing, WWE. Stop trying to sell us on that nonsense. There is one main event, and it's the last match. Bayley and Charlotte, though. Hell yeah, this... Okay, right, look, it's not current-day Bayley, and Charlotte's probably not as polished as she is now. But still, this has got to be good, right? These two are so good. I refuse to believe that 10 years ago they weren't good, at the very least. When the hug again, it worked. A year and a half. You know what? I definitely prefer, like, the heel, the role model Bayley. But this was so fun at the time. I'm a hugger shirt, but I also have a know your role model shirt. Like, I'm a big Bayley guy, but for both incarnations. And this... Oh, that wasn't even the Brooklyn match. Okay. Ah, crying Bayley. Heel Charlotte! Yay! The best Charlotte. The only acceptable Charlotte. Can't buy into Charlotte as a face. That doesn't make any sense. Hey, Becky featured in the video as well. We've had all 4 of them. Whoa. That's the worst belly-to-belly suplex I've ever seen anyone take, Charlotte. What are you doing? Oh, I just realised which belt it is, and it's definitely after the incident. Oh dear. This song was an absolute, like, banger, and was, like, some of the most appropriate music I've ever heard for a wrestler. When it was this version of Bayley. Wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man. Wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man. That moment where she hacked them down, by the way. All-time moment in wrestling history for me. Such a good moment. Because people were like, oh my god. Like, that's the worst betrayal ever. Forget every tag team. Forget Shawn Michaels putting Marty Jannetty through the barbershop window. Bayley hacking down the wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube men. Worst betrayal ever. Hulk Hogan turning his back on WCW to join the NWO. Got nothing on that moment. Was this her music even back then, or is this dubbed over? Well, she's wooing. It's really interesting that they insisted on only calling her Charlotte. Whilst, like, for a while, not Charlotte Flair. Whilst she wooed a lot, did Knife Edge Chops, and had a remix of Ric Flair's music as her theme music. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't get why not just lean fully into it and give her the surname Flair the whole time. I don't quite get it. By the way, Charlotte's music's a banger as well. Go on, Bailey. Boo. Yeah, I'm so cynical with Charlotte Flair now because of how she was booked for like several years back then. That like, even though this is pre all that Charlotte, I'm kind of still sick of her, and I'm trying to get out of that mentality because like you know that wasn't the situation back then, and like she was and still is really really good. She wasn't offering a hug, to be fair. She was offering a handshake. Bailey would have taken a hug in a heartbeat, obviously. Duh. So I love that this is a 6-match card, and we're basically halfway through, and we've had 4 of the matches, and we've just got the 2 quote-unquote main events to go. So they're both getting time. I like that. Can we not? I wonder how many of those tweets that were trending Hideo Itami were like, I hate the name Hideo Itami, why can't he just be called Kenta? And how many were fine with it. Like, genuinely, I wonder, because I think I remember it having some backlash. And I'll be honest, back then, I didn't know Kenta that well. I wasn't well up on it, so I don't think I was that bothered. I think I was generally against the WWE's incessant, like, insistence on renaming everyone. I think, I think I was definitely against it in general, so I was probably against it on principle, but I don't think I was personally bothered about Kenta being renamed, because I didn't know Kenta until he went back to New Japan, and then I watched it. I was like, oh my god, this is what WWE could have done, could have had. Because I didn't watch Japanese wrestling back then, like, at all. I think my first New Japan show was, like, Wrestle Kingdom 2019, maybe 18, I'm not sure. Not sure exactly which one, but it was somewhere around that era. Did we do a camera cut then because essentially that camera was just square looking at Bayley's crotch? Because surely you could have just cut to, say, this camera instead of the crowd. Is Charlotte in the crowd in a white vest watching her own match, by the way? We don't cut away that time. Okay. There, see? Just above Bayley. It's just Charlotte watching Charlotte. I mean, that's not news. Why isn't they only just become excited by that? Surely she should have realized that when the match was announced. Like, as soon as the title match is announced, the realization hits that you could see a new champion, right? Within kayfabe, like some title defenses, you don't believe for a second that the title's changing hands. I'm thinking, AEW All Out just recently. A lot of those matches, you didn't believe the titles were changing hands. Ospreay Pac, I never believed for a second it was changing hands. Danielson Perry, never believed it. But, like, generally speaking, when a title match is announced, you go, oh, we could see a new champion there. Like, that's not a moment of realization for halfway through the actual match. Figure 4 headlock. Wait, okay, I'll talk about that during the men's match. I just read something on the wiki about the build to this. Oh, this came as a result of the BFFs. Dan Layton's 10th favourite faction of all time. There was no mention of Summer Rae in that video package at all that I could see. Maybe that's Summer Rae in the audience in the white vest. Maybe I'm just being like... Am I being racist there? All white blonde girls look the same? Is that racism? Is that a racism? Hey, the hair pull. Go on, Bayley. See? That was the very first hint at the heel turn of Bayley. Long-term storytelling, guys. Bit of a hair pull. Naughty, naughty. What a predicament. I remember that match. I remember Charlotte and Natalya. I think I've done a watch-along of that show on this channel before. I think. Oof. Kitchen sink. This commentary is hard to listen to. Like, Tom Hannafin, Tom Phillips, I've forgotten his name already. Whatever your name was on WWE, Tom Hannafin, you're doing fine. You're doing fine, my dude. These two, one being just a babyface, one being a heel, and both being incredibly biased, and neither's being particularly good at it. Doing my head in, honestly. Boo! Said that one man. Nope. Nope. She dropped the knee as well then. Her foot's under the rope. That's illegal. She's out of bounds. The referee's trash. Trash in every way. I love how everyone's like, we hate Charlotte. We hate Charlotte. Oh, she wooed. We should woo. Like, we can't resist a woo. Like, when Daniel Bryan called, like wrestling fans fickle, he's right in a lot of ways. Like, you can be the most hated person on the roster, but if you've got a catchy theme, everyone's going to sing it. And if you've got, like, a fun catchphrase, everyone's going to chant it along with you or back at you or whatever. Like, you know. Whoa, that was very close to Bayley just landing on her head. Ugh. It's pretty good. Is it "This is awesome" chant good? Eh, it's good. It's a good match. Is it that good? I'm not sure yet. I feel like fans in attendance sometimes want something to be awesome so they can say they were there for something awesome, so they chant a bit prematurely. Maybe an unpopular opinion. That was essentially an unimpactful SOS. Kofi Kingston would like a word, Charlotte. Oh! That was good. That was well done. Positioned themselves for that nicely. Like, you couldn't tell they were positioning themselves for it deliberately, so that was nice. Whiplash. Lash takes better with whip. Cool whip. I don't know. That would have been a beautiful moonsault. Had the looked like there was any impact whatsoever. I like natural selection. And I'll tell you what, people... Oh, she won. Okay. People poo-poo the rose plant as well. Bayley's, like, newer finisher. I like that as a finish as well. Okay, that match was a little shorter than I expected. The men's match getting a lot more shine, it seems. How long we got left? Yeah, we've got, like, nearly 3/4 of an hour left. That match was good. That match was good. It was decent, but it's certainly not the best Charlotte Bayley match. Certainly not the best Charlotte Bayley match. Let's just say that much. That's the wrong guy's gimmick you're nicking. That's Hogan. You're Ric Flair's daughter, you silly goose. Oof. Bayley was dangerously close to landing on her head then. I'm glad she didn't. Truly glad she didn't. I prefer natural selection when she, like, does it as a bit of a run-up, I will say, than that, where she kind of just went and stood behind and just did the little flip. It looks more impactful with a bit of a... Not a run-up, but, you know, like a walk-up. It does look more impactful, but still, I do like it as a finish. I prefer it to the figure eight. Hey, up. Someone's just appeared behind Charlotte there, right? Yep. Oh, it's Sasha. Okay. I'm not Ratchet. Former BFF of Charlotte. Oh, they've already broken up the BFFs. Interesting. Got dueling Sasha's Ratchet. No, she's not chance. Oh, is Charlotte going to turn face again now? She's going to save Bayley. Yep. Alright then. So what was the point in you turning on Bayley then? Turned on Bayley to team up with Sasha and Summer Rae. Only for Summer Rae to evaporate into the ether, apparently. And for Charlotte to turn on Sasha to sort of be friends with Bayley. Weird character motivations for Charlotte. Like, what's her thinking supposed to be in kayfabe? She gives her a nod of approval despite having just dominated her for like 90% of the match and then won anyway. I don't know. I don't think that match did Bayley that many favours. As many as people are trying to portray it as having done her. And don't get me wrong, she's done fine, hasn't she, in the last 10 years. But I don't think that's as a result of that match. I'm alright, thanks. I'm alright, thanks. Sami Zayn, let's go. I thought we were going to hear from Sami Zayn. Oh, yeah. Cesaro Zayn. That was a good match. Oh, yeah. Zayn definitely wins here. Recruiting Daniel Bryan. Seth Rollins. There's Brandy. Wow. Bury the other two, eh? I mean, he's not wrong, but the other two are great as well. Oh, remember this? This was a banger. Do you reckon that's what he's listening to? Or do you reckon he's listening to Operation Ivy? Clean cut Sammy. I mean, I know he's still got a beard, but like, look at the difference in him to now. In terms of the look. Oh, hello. Oh yeah, this has only just happened. I don't know why we're talking about it on NXT. That match was wild. I remember watching it live. And being like, wow, what? I don't think he did, right? I mean, maybe we'll do a watch along of that. I don't seem to have that planned, but I should. It's the 10-year anniversary. Not gonna lie, I kinda sorta wanna watch that. I kinda sorta wanna watch that. Okay, here we go. Of course the main's getting a little longer. It's a 4-way. There's plenty more different types of false finishes you can pull off and stuff. I've enjoyed having a different perspective in between each match, though. A different, like, bigging up a different person. Like, I know Sami Zayn wins the NXT title, obviously. Like, I think at this point everyone knows that. Sorry if it's spoilers. I genuinely don't know if it was here or not. I mean, okay, there's a champion's advantage rule in one-on-one matches, but generally speaking, you can argue the challenger has the same chances as the champion of winning most title matches, right? I mean, technically no because of champion's advantage, but still. Close enough, right? Let's go. Speaking of theme music that really suits someone. This music fits Sami Zayn. NXT in this era and the sort of subsequent era was so good for music. Like, you've got this, you've got Shinsuke's music coming soonish. You've got, like, say, Bayley's music, Charlotte's music. Sasha Banks' original music before she got that remix that everyone seemed to prefer except me. I just prefer the original. Bobby Roode, glorious, Undisputed Era. Like, NXT music was incredible. And then this sounds... I don't know. Very generic rock. They did the arena up in NXT colours. For what purpose? To like to let the world know this isn't really WWE. This is just NXT. Like, don't, if you don't enjoy this, pay no mind. I don't know, feels like a lack of faith. I guess they're trying to promote the show. Fact crotch. He's got the word fact on his crotch. Slight variation on that very popular British indie show chant. Here we go. What was Neville's music like? I feel like it was like, yeah, it was like mad EDM stuff. Yeah, I remember this. I'm a fire starter. Twisted fire starter. That beat was an homage, shall we say, to say the least. This was the first ever NXT Fatal 4-Way. That's crazy. Man, Pac is another one that WWE did dirty. Like, Pac is so much better than Adrian Neville, or Neville. Like, I know he started to become Pac in his 205 Live days when he turned heel, and he started to have that same sort of character, but generally, oh, they did him so dirty. 197? Has he bulked up, or do they just lie about his weight now? Do we not get to know how much he weighs? Okay. Probably a lot. Look at all that muscle. I know he's not like the biggest guy in the world, but look at all that muscle. Like, Neville, Pac, whoever, has an insane build. I'm sure they cared so much. Alex Riley, remember him? I remember. I don't know what they're chanting other than Natty's wife. Why are they chanting Natty's wife? That doesn't make any sense. Unless they're trying to insult him by calling him a girl. In case the sarcasm wasn't clear there. That's a rubbish insult. Okay, this match should be really fun. Not gonna lie. In case you're watching and weren't sure who were the faces and who were the heels, we've just established it. We're having a scrap. Hey up. Here come the faces. Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs. I'm just enjoying, like, the match, to be honest, and the, taking in what they're saying on commentary. Yeah. True. Can't dispute that. Sami Zayn's going to take a selfie. Oh no, he's going to hit him with his phone. No, he's going to take a selfie. Now that guy's like, take a selfie with me, Sami Zayn. I think he just did as well. I think he looked straight into that guy's phone as he was picking up Tyler Breeze. Ole, 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 ole. Okay, so he's not winning then. That's me 10 years ago as well, by the way. If I was watching this live, I'd have been like, okay, so he's not winning. Oh. Yeah, Koji Clutch. I like the Koji Clutch as a submission. I do. I think it's cool. Where you going, lads? This isn't where you win the match. Oh. Oh, speaking of music before, and then just looking at Tyson Kidd and remembering what happened to him. Samoa Joe. Oh my god, Samoa Joe's NXT music. Well, WWE music, but yeah, NXT music primarily was amazing. Tyson Kidd's trending. Go on then, lad. Yeah, what were you saying, commentators, about fans only caring about Adrian Neville? Shut up. It's the Thai Alliance. Both the names are given with Thai, so they're friends. That's how it works. I'm friends with everyone who shares the first syllable of a name with me. He's not trying to win, ref. You're not going to win if you're on the ropes. Not going to win if Tyler Breeze is stood right there stopping you winning either. Like, you know. Like, shut up, ref. What do you know? You know the rules, but you don't know how to win wrestling matches. Like, come on. Natty's better. I'm a fan of both. I'm gonna say disagree. I think Tyson Kidd's a slightly better wrestler if we had to decide. But both are great. Ooh. Hey, come over and elbow this guy. Yep, let's elbow him again. There it is. There's what Tyler Breeze was finally asking for. Oi, cheeky boy. Get wrecked. It gets me that, like, these professional wrestlers do things such as going for a pin with another man stood right there who would lose the match if he allowed that pin to happen. And then get a little bit mad when that man then breaks it up. It's like, just makes him look dumb. Like, Tyler Breeze just looked kind of dumb there, going for a pin with Tyson Kidd stood right there. I don't like when things wrestlers do specifically make them look like they don't know how wrestling works. I don't enjoy that. I'm like, what's your motivation to do this thing despite the fact it's objectively a stupid thing to do? Excuse me. Every time Neville tries to get back in the match, they're just like, nope, stay out of it. I get they're trying to build peril that he can lose the title without being involved in the finish, right? But, like, it's just funny at this point how many times Neville's been trying to get back in the ring, and it's just like, nope, don't think so. Also, how long Tyler Breeze has been out of it for? She realised there wasn't really an expression to follow that there, didn't she? The expression has come up short, but that's what he did do. At least that ref wasn't slapping Zayn in the face. Am I right? There goes Neville again. Bosh. Ooh. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Tyson has been quite impressive. And he's trending on Twitter, which is obviously what really matters, not winning the match. Oh! A whole society. We watch wrestling in a society, guys. Tyler Breeze has been out for like 3 years at this point. What is he doing just chilling out there? Neville chant going. Hey, Neville's managed to get in the ring. Hooray! He's won his own personal battle. Oh, no, never mind. I was about to say he's won his own personal battle, but never mind. Oh, he's back in. Tyson Kidd's had a really good stretch in this match of, like, dominating the match. Like, obviously that means he's not winning it. Any more than him winning, pinning Neville previously means he's also not winning it. But, like, still, he's had a really good showing, like, in this match. Neville's like, nope, I think I'll go, actually. That is actually the NXT champion, Renee. There's not multiples. I mean, there are, but in terms of ones that are called NXT champion specifically, there's only one. Which, by the way, can we talk about for a second that the world champion of the men is called the champion, and the world champion of the women is called the women's champion? Like, why can't we just call this the men's championship? Calling this the men's championship puts the women on even footing. Oh, he's taking his elbow pads off. I'm not sure quite what that means when you're then going to throw a punch, not an elbow. I guess it's like the wrestler's equivalent of taking your shirt off to fight. It is indeed wrestling. Well done, fans. Whoa! Okay, I don't know what that move was supposed to be. That was a good breakup. I like that. There was a sense of urgency there by Kid. But yeah, I'm not sure what they were going for there. They missed it, but they improvised it well because they're Sami Zayn and Neville / Pac, you know, like, yeah. Oh my god. Was that what they were going for there? Nope. Nope. Not this time, Natty's husband. Like, I often see that teed up for, like, a Hurricane Rhino off the top, but it never looked like that was the trajectory they were aiming for. So I'm just going to assume that's what they were actually supposed to do. Well, if you don't want them chanting Natty's husband at you, maybe don't use her family's finisher. I know he trained in the dungeon as well, like, but you're just asking for trouble then, aren't you? You don't see a lot of springboard elbow drops. That's like an awkward way to throw yourself off a springboard. Like, kudos to him for managing it so well. Oh, nice! That was a good shot. Like, both it was a good beauty shot, but also it was a good camera shot. Like, we didn't see him coming at all. And I remember he used to call the super kick the supermodel kick, which I always thought was a cool name. Like, well done. Smooth, nice. What way to build it into the gimmick. I like stuff like that, where you can take a move with an existing reputation and name and, like, slightly rename it, but like, not like a complete rename. Like, I like Sweet Chin Music and I like the name Sweet Chin Music, but I'm going to use it as a counter example. Not like Sweet Chin Music, where you've completely renamed it, but like Supermodel Kick, where you've just, like, slightly renamed it. I think that's better. I like that. I'm not saying I think the Supermodel Kick's better than Sweet Chin Music for anyone about to get mad. I'm just saying I think I like that way of renaming something to fit your gimmick more. Also, Sweet Chin Music doesn't really fit Shawn Michaels when you think about it, except for the fact that we associate the two. I guess the Heartbreak Kid could be like a musical reference, especially like Heartbreak Hotel. So you've got, like, Sweet Chin Music. He's playing sweet music on the guy's chin with his foot. I guess it fits, but, like, it's not as on the nose as Tyler Bree's Supermodel Kick, is it? Let's be honest. Where are you going? Where are you two going, lads? What is happening? Tower of Doom. We've got to have a Tower of Doom in a Fatal 4-Way. No, you definitely pinned Neville there, Zane. Come on, my dude. Pin Neville! He's the one who took the biggest bump. It wasn't 3, guys. Why are they chanting that was 3? That was not 3. Yeah, he kicked out way before the 3. I guess it was a wishful thinking chant rather than a criticism of the wrestling chant, which is good. I don't like criticism of the wrestling chants. It is indeed wrestling. Yeah, the fans are right. Both in the literal sense of they're just commentating on what's happening in front of them right now, but also in the sense of, you know, when you say this is something, which means this is a good example of that thing. Yeah. It's a very, very fun match. I'm really enjoying this. Tower of Doom is a bit cliche now, but this is 10 years ago. Maybe it wasn't cliche yet. Like, I don't know I'm not saying that's the first ever one, but like there's a big grey area between the first ever one and it becoming too much of a cliche. Okay, Stone Cold. Nope. Sami Zayn is such a good seller. Oh my god. I love Sami Zayn's selling. He's so good. I thought he was going to backflip up then. Like, you know, like Sheamus used to do for a bit. I thought he was going to do that. Like, backwards roll up to the turnbuckle. That's where he lives? That must be uncomfortable. That's not a big apartment. Don't worry, guys. It was only a shooting star press. It wasn't a red arrow. He just, like, kicked his foot and lifted his shoulder off the mat. Would have been a cool finish, actually, that, to be fair. If it were Tyler Breeze to win, that would have been a cool finish, but off the red arrow. Tyler Breeze very much feels like the sort of guy who could win a Fatal 4-Way by stealing someone else's pin and it fit. Like, it's a good finish that I'm glad isn't overused too much. It's been done a few times. I'm okay with that. I remember, was it Punk seeing a Big Show finish with a finish like that? And again, it really worked for Punk at the time. Hand in the face. That was a detail for sure. Like, yeah, you want to resist this, do you? Mush. Did he just call Tyler Breeze the weak link? That's rude. They really did build up Tyson Kidd in this match. Neville stops Breeze tapping, however, seems to forget that Tyler Breeze has another hand, and Tyler Breeze also seems to forget that. Thank you, Neville. He didn't do it for you guys. He did it for himself and his title. Fatal 4-Way trending? Yeah, rightly so. This has been a good show. And this main event's been great. Like, very enjoyable main event. I'm not surprised. I'm not trying to say that with a surprise tone at all. I am very much not surprised that Sami Zayn, Tyler Breeze, Tyson Kidd, and Adrian Neville put on a banger. I am not even slightly surprised. Let's be real. Bar Felicia. What was that on the outside? Was that one of Zayn's elbow pads, I think? Oh my god. Was Kidd doing that sell to hold the rope down deliberately? Was that, like, that smart? Because I thought he was doing it for comedic value, to be honest. I love that corner DDT as well. Is this it? Is this a finish? Oh, is this the finish? Oh, that's a great false finish. That was a great false. I believe that one. I believe that one. Partially because I believe that Sami Zayn might win this match. It is awesome. See, now the fans are right. This is actually awesome. I should have known because the referee checked if Neville was in position. He glanced at Neville. And I spotted that, but I wanted to believe the potential pin. Also, Sami Zayn being mad at Neville for not wanting to lose the match so that he could win it. It's not how it works, Sami, my dude. Is Neville going to retain? Did Sami win it off Neville in a 1 on one? I guess so. That was a great false finish, though. I believed it. Even 10 years later, not knowing the result off the top of my head, I believe that finish. I imagine 10 years ago, a lot of people believed it too. That was a really good match. It was a fun show in general. Two kind of squashy matches. One definite squash match and one pretty squashy match, which is wild on a takeover. Tag titles match was a fun opener. Not the greatest opener of all time by any stretch, but fun. Women's match was good. What am I forgetting? Oh, the hair match. That was also on the card. But that main event was amazing. That was great fun. That was as good as I expected it to be. It didn't blow me away in terms of being above and beyond what I expected, but I expected it to be really good. My expectations were already set quite high, and it definitely hit them. So yeah. This was fun. Absolutely not, Samuel, says Neville. This false finish was... oh no, this wasn't the false finish, never mind. That was a good spot though, because it was done from the other angle first time, and Breeze just came like from off camera to hit Zayn in the mush. That was great. Tower of Doom. I'm being cynical because it's 10 years later, but this was probably quite... it was probably quite fun to watch at the time. It's still fun to watch. It's a fun, like, big spot, isn't it? It's just, you know, anytime you have more than, like, 3 people in a match, there's a Tower of Doom spot these days. So it gets a bit, like, It'd be more original if you just didn't do one. Nope, not the closing moment, Saxton. You're on the wrong highlight, donut. Wait, no, that was... I think that was Tom, actually. I don't know the difference between their voices. I think that might have been Tom. I've even heard the other voice now, and I still don't know which one's which. I think this one's Saxton, actually. Get in the bin, or in the crowd. Either's good. That's so cool. That's genuinely so cool, that move. Oh, yeah, look at Tyson Kidd watching for Neville as well. Like, do I need to kick out? Yeah, should have seen that coming. The ref and Kidd both gave that away. As far as I'm concerned that's not Kidd's job. I don't know how it actually works behind the scenes, but as a spectator, to me, it is exactly Neville's job to be in the right place at the right time. And if he's not, the referee should count 3, Kidd shouldn't kick out, and they should deal with it. Because, for 2 reasons. 1, it's Neville's job. But 2, it's Neville's match that he's supposed to win. So if he doesn't, it's only him that's cost by him messing up. I love the red arrow / black arrow. It's crazy. It's crazy. I like Zayn being there but not being able to reach as well. He does it a lot, to be honest, but I like it. I like that NXT title as well. That's still my favourite NXT men's title. I don't think that's a particularly popular opinion, but I love it with just the big X. I think it's great. Anyway, I guess we're finishing the show now, so unless something else happens... let me see how long's left. Oh, there's another minute. We're just going to see the red arrow again. There's another minute. We might get like a handshake or a re-challenge. I know we don't get a heel turn from Sami Zayn. I know that much. Probably not, is my honest answer to that. There's very few in the world that can do what Neville / Pat can do. Okay, so we're just going to have Sad Sammy and celebrating Neville. That's fine. So yeah, leave a like if you enjoyed this watch along. Let me know in the comments what was your favourite match, what did you think of the show in general, etc, etc. Did you watch it at the time? Like, just let's talk about the show. Subscribe if you're new here and share with your friends if you think they would enjoy this trip down memory lane. But for now, all I have left to say is thank you very much for watching. As always, I've been EBEZA. You've been amazing. What is this graphic? Oh, okay. I don't remember that at all. and I will see you next time.